Don't let them escape! I'm transferring all our anti-ship missile platforms to your control, Commander. Iskander, scum of helicopters, Tupolev bombers. Throw everything we've got at them! Sink those ships!
Belay that order, Commander!
What? Why would we do that?
This is part of an agreement we are currently negotiating with the Americans. We're letting their ships leave in exchange for concessions.
This is just a trick! The moment the ships are out of the range, they will go back on their promises. On the contrary, destroying their fleet would strengthen our position.
Your opinion on the matter wasn't requested, Colonel. The order comes from above, so do your duty and stand down.
Well, you know what? I doubt that. It's pretty clear you've had your own agenda for quite a while to pursue your pitiful vengeance against me. I rather think that you're trying to trick me into failure and use me as your scapegoat. Destroy those ships, Commander!
Don't do that, Commander. Following this order would be treason. Don't help this imposter jeopardize our negotiating advantage.
Do something, Commander! Don't tell me you're siding with this manipulative bitch! Yes, I stole her father's memoirs, but that was more than 30 years ago! Life was tough back then. After the fall of the Soviet Union, the country was in chaos. We weren't eating our fill. I needed the money, and people needed heroes and glorious war stories. So everyone was happy with it, including the higher-ups who knew all along. They let it slide because it served a purpose.
Принял. Возврат. Транспорт на связи. Штурмуем позицию. Выполняю. Уже в пути. Запускай машину.
The ships are out of range. Thank you for your trust, Commander. Now the world will know who Grigory Demidov really is. And he will pay for it, believe me.
After less than a month of conflict, this war that doesn't want to be called a war has already taken a heavy toll on its belligerents. Casualties number in the thousands, if not tens of thousands, provoking indignation among civilians who fail to understand the reason for the conflict. In Moscow, as in Washington and throughout all of Europe, demonstrations for peace are being organized, bringing together hundreds of thousands of people. Special diplomatic envoy Miller, mandated by Washington to find a way out of this conflict, spoke today after talks in Saudi Arabia with his Russian counterparts. Let's hear him speak.
In order to avoid a nuclear escalation between our two countries and to stop this appalling bloodbath as soon as possible, we succeeded in agreeing with our Russian counterparts, after bitter negotiations, to the establishment of a demarcation line on the Daugava River between what we will henceforth call the northern and southern Baltic states. It will be the responsibility of the newly formed European Army to enforce this line of demarcation, so American troops can redeploy to the Pacific to meet the growing security threats in this part of the world. As a sign of appeasement, we also wanted to ensure that those responsible for this conflict would be brought to justice in their respective countries. Namely, General Bennett, who has already been relieved of his duties and is awaiting trial by court-martial. Lieutenant Colonel Williams, who distinguished herself during this conflict, will act as interim chief of staff during this transition period. On the Russian side, the SVR agent Elena Morozova is expected to serve a prison sentence in an Arctic penal colony.